Start streaming. It's going live right away. Oh, there we go. That finally worked. Hey guys. I got stream going. See if I can hear myself. Yeah, there I am. Hey guys. I have some version of closed captions on. I don't know if this is going to work or not. It's going to be, I don't know why I'm turning it on there. I'm going to turn it on over here. But I'm just going to wait and see if anyone notices that I'm live. Besides, you know, myself. Hey, I'm live. I'm live. I don't know if it can, tell who I am or what. Or I guess by providing subtitles, I'm supposed to be providing my own. So, anyways, I don't know if this is gonna work or not. English. Nothing's popping up on the screen, so there's nothing like real time translating me or anything like that. So that's interesting. But yeah. All right. So I'll give it for a few more minutes. But I can see everything going on here. It's cool. It's very cool. Come on in. I gotta make sure I'm still shared. Is it YG? Yeah, that's the one. Cool. I want to make sure that I'm showing. I just posted something on Twitter, the Twitterverse. But yeah, this is live. I'm watching an actual. Anyways, since I don't know who's gonna come in here, I'm just gonna frickin' worry about that later. Just start up the entrance, start up the thing. Yeah, because I wanted to do some counter programming tonight, just because I know people are probably out looking for something that's not about the election right now, especially those not in America. So we're going to look over some stuff, including a couple like Easter eggy Scott Pilgrim articles, just because I am a fan of the Scott Pilgrim. I have the graphic novels. I own them. I once had a Blu-ray copy that was signed by Patrick Lee O'Malley until my coworker stole it because I had it on work showing it off, and he just took off with it the one day. So yeah, it was so funny because I went to we had a local Comic-Con in London where I'm at, where he's from, Brian Lee O'Malley, and I showed him the Blu-ray with the cardboard covering, and it had the whole the pixelated whatever in the front. He looked at it and says, "I didn't know they did that. I never saw that. That's cool." It's so not everything went through his fingers as far as this movie goes. That doesn't surprise me at all, but we're going to talk a bit about some of the things that happened, the cool details, some cool details according to BuzzFeed. You know, BuzzFeed, on their fingers on the pulse of everything. So let's look at this first one here. It says, at the first Battle of the Hand gig, Scott wears a Plumtree shirt. Plumtree is a Canadian band that has a song named Scott Pilgrim, released in 1997. I sure hope he got the rights for that name. This song inspired Brian Lee O'Malley to write the Scott Pilgrim books, which is the source material for the movie. Duh. And then here's part 2. There's a few things here. There are 5 posters in the movie for fake Lucasleaf movies. 4 of the movie titles refer to Plumtree songs. Additionally, the names in the credits on the poster are names of various Scott Pilgrim production crew members. And you got Lucasleaf, Thrilled to Be Here. Definitely a song title. Thrilled to Be Here. Anyways. And here's the P-bar, the infamous P-bar. Here's some insane sense of detail from the effects team when Scott pees in the mirror. The P-bar is reflected in the mirror. Now, funny story about this. I don't know if it's just because the fact I was watching this on DVD or because I was using my PS3 at the time or whatever, but for whatever reason, the reflection in the mirror was cut off by the version I was watching, whether it's just the settings I had for the TV or because, like I said, it was a PS3, because I watched it on my actual computer, the digital copy, and I saw the P-bar reflection for the first time, watching it on my computer instead of through the Blu-ray itself, which was weird. So yeah, that was a fun thing to find out that far along into owning the thing before it got taken away from me. Anyways, here's number 4. It's the whole punch the hole in the moon skit. Yeah, because Ramona mentions that Todd punched a hole in the moon for her. You can see the crater it left whenever the moon appears throughout the movie, including where they blew the roof off at the Amp versus Amp Battle of the Bands. Yeah. So, and then, of course, you got the thing where you got Knives Chow all head over heels for the Clash at Demon Head, and she gives it to Toss, and he tosses it on a table there where all the CDs are, and it's right where Beck is, because Beck did all the songs for this, most the songs. I don't know if 100% of them, but he wrote a lot of the songs for the movie, including the one I think that the Clash of Demons sing. Another thing that's mentioned, I don't know if they'll bring it up in this thing because I haven't checked the whole thing yet, but they do every time that she's literally on the screen or the Clash at Demon Head's there. There's always an alarm going off somewhere in the background, audio wise, like an alarm from like an open door or from something, just from anything in the area. Specific noise being made. Okay, so that's something I found out after the fact, besides the fact. And let's see, early in the movie, Sex Bob-omb uses lame brand amplifiers. Later, when performing at Gideon's, they're using sweet band amps. Yeah, because Gideon's paying for the amps at that point. He's paying for the look. He's paying for the equipment. I don't know if he's paying for the actual instruments at that point. But yeah, from lame to sweet. That's pretty cheeky. All right, here, and there's something cheeky that they always like to do, that they do throughout the movie with between the X's and the hearts and everything else. When Mona is explaining the 7 evil X's to Scott, all the lights behind her are in X shapes. Once they agree to date, all the lights behind them are shaped like hearts. There's heart. Oh, those are all. I know those are just popping up on the screen because they're kissing. I don't know if that's quite what we're looking for there, but yeah, okay. Here we go. Good old Envy Adams. When Scott is talking to Envy, you can see some photo booth pics of them behind Scott. One of the photo sets shows Envy getting up and leaving Scott alone in the booth. Yep. Huh? Where you going, man? Alright, whatever. Literally. Can I blow this up? Can I blow this up? No, apparently not. Knives literally has stars in her eyes when she sees Scott perform with Sex Bob-omb for the first time. Okay. That's kind of cool. This list is kind of lame right now. Alright, a poster in the coffee shop window. Here's what attention to detail tastes like. Is a little nod for people looking for details in the background? No. This is some... No. Anyways. Okay. There are hidden X's throughout the movie. In one shot, while X is pondering the 7 evil X's, there are a total of 7 X signs behind him. Yep. He's walking through an X. During the credits, there's X's designating various which X is which. Brandon Roth, he's one of the greats there. Yeah, and he rips off. He actually rips the X off his jacket, which we'll probably get to, if not in this one, in the next one. But anyways, I don't know what to tell you guys. It's a great list. Additionally, oh, he's defeated 2 of the 7, so 2 are white and 3 are red. 5 are red or yellow. Blah blah blah. I can talk, I swear. All right. After Scott has defeated Roxy, number 4 on the list, he wears a modified Fantastic Four shirt with a 4.5 on it. This indicates that he's between numbers 4 and 5 on the list. It's also an actual logo from the bloody comic, so whatever, man. I mean, they do have 4.5 for the Fantastic Four logo when they have the kid. He's between 4 and 5, so he's 4.5? No. Unless someone said that on like a I should go back to listen to one of the audio commentaries for the movie to see what this is all about. Oh, he's half an X because he's had a fight with Ramona. Okay, guys. This list is lame, guys. This list is lame. Scott asks for a list of Ramona's exes. She jokingly says she'll have it laminated. Later, she gives Scott an actual laminated list. Later, she gives it to him 10 seconds later. Literally before she storms off, she comes back. Here's that list. Like, no, not later. Like, almost immediately. Oh, Roxy's weak spot. Roxy's weak point is the spot between her knees. She also happens to have holes in her stockings at that same spot. This is not cool info. This is just dumb moments. If she's any kind of doing the things, her significant other is going to be picking at that spot too. So, like, the fact there's a hole there is not important or anything. Oh, let's see here. Yes. Where Scott's bow with Todd, his bass is destroyed. Later, he's using the same guitar, but it's duct taped back together. Yeah, there's a duct tape right there, man. And there, and there, and there. Interesting. Yeah, so... Oh, it was written by Metric. I thought it was written by Beck, but apparently not. Song Black Sheep, which the Clash of Demons had performed in the movie, was written by the band Metric. Brian O'Malley said in a Tumblr Q&A that he used photos of Metric singer Emily Haines as inspiration for drawing Evie Adams. Oh. Lee Rustin sang the version of the movie, so if you've never heard Haines sing the original song, it's definitely worth a listen. Oh. I'll think about that later, BuzzFeed. Every evil X that Scott fights has a reference to their number. Yeah, Matt Patel appears, also calls him that one guy. You can see he wears a belt buckle with 2 X's on it, and his tattoo is the number 2 in his neck. He also has the number XX. He has XX on his trailer as well. Lucas Lee does when he's coming out of the trailer. It's just hammering it home. It's a theme. He wears a shirt with the number 3 on it. The bar where Scott fights Rocky Richter is called 4. I missed that for some reason. I don't even remember if I've seen that or not. I've thought of that. Is that a thing? Oh my god. Oh yes, the 11. Cranked it to 11 because it's 5 plus 6 together. Numbers on Katniagi twins amp are written in Japanese kanji. The number they turn up to 11, which is not only a reference to this is Spinal Tap, but also 5 and 6 added together. And the 7th final X is Gideon Gordon Graves. Gideon Gordon Graves? I forgot he had a middle name. G is the 7th letter of the alphabet. Oh my god. Guys, I don't know what to say about this. It's just unbelievable, man. It's just not fair. Why are people like this? Anyways, let's move on to a better list, a longer list. A list that's missing pictures, but we'll figure that out as we go. So here, this is one by GameSpot, and it's not, I think it's slightly more recent. I totally forget what this one is. This was in January of this year. This one's in August, so yeah. This was in response, because they just hit the 10-year anniversary for the movie. Gotta be that guy, don't ya? Yeah, so this is Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. 45 cool Easter eggs in the comedy cult classic. Cult is what's over here. Cult. So yeah. It's about time Scott Pilgrim got its due. So here we go with the intro, blah, blah, blah. We'll be fine. We'll read it. We'll check it out. It's all good. Let's look at it. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World is a valentine to 90s nerd culture, video games, comics, and the emergent World Wide Web. It was a critically acclaimed, faithful adaptation of the Brian Lee O'Malley comic series that inspired it. When it was released in 2010, it was a box office bomb, making making back a little over half of its $85 million budget. Written and corrected and co-written by Edgar Wright, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World has since become a cult classic, and no wonder it is a near-perfect cinematic experience. Too often, filmmakers use a fraction of the storytelling tools available to them in most films. The camera is a functional bystander, only there to dispassionately record the actor's dialogue. I don't need your commentary on filmmaking, GameSpot. Anyways, moving on. Wright, on the other hand, is a master at using camera work and auditory cues to tell more of a story than is simply stated. Characters enter and leave the frame at odd moments. No two scene traditions are the same. The movie has continuous forward momentum. The camera never stops moving. It's impossible to be bored when the filmmakers handle the act of washing hands with 4 different shots in a 5-second span. It's a type of film that rewards repeat viewings. There's so many visual and audio gags that it's impossible to catch them all. Yeah, a lot of audio gags, like especially the Windows. There's a lot of Windows error noises in this movie, and it's kind of unsettling. But we'll get to that. I'm sure that comes up in this Easter egg list here. Yeah, they did a table read on the July 20th, and they also did like a watch party on the 13th over Twitters. Okay, so the narrator. Not so long ago, in the mysterious land of Toronto, Canada. Bill Hader plays the voice. He narrates several parts of the movie, including the beginning, when he establishes context before we meet any of the characters, and midway through when he explains Scott's breakup with Envy Adams. About the breakup, it wasn't mutual. It was brutal. Yeah. Scott Pilgrim has not had a haircut in 685 days, whatever the win number was. Anyways, so first one we're doing, that's the top down here, 16-bit Zelda. A song during the stop and shot of young Neil's house is the title theme for Super Nintendo game The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Sound effects in various games, including Zelda and Sonic Hedgehog, are used throughout the movie. Now, this here is, I'm going to throw this. That's about the launch pad. Is there other pictures here? Because this link reference is where Scott says official tame or the first up is Launchpad McQuack. That's not the actual title of that, and then she interrupts him. You know, but as far as Sex Bob-omb goes, a Bob-omb is an enemy type from the Mario franchise. It made its debut in the 8-bit classic Super Mario Bros. 3, where it attacked Mario with a timed explosion. Duh. See this? Nice visual of them doing the music. Yeah. Soy on Predator? I don't know what that is. The movie professes both explicitly and implicitly a love for alternative rock. The filmmakers hired Beck to write all of Sex Bob-omb's songs. Sure did. There's Brie Larson. It's her credit. Is that the same? Yeah, it's just the same thing. But yeah, the movie's opening credits tell us a little something about each actor's character. Brie Larson, for example, has a broken heart graphic because her character, Envy Adams, breaks up with Scott before the events of the movie. Also, Pill has a 1, 2, 3, 4 countdown next to her name because her character, Kim, is the drummer for Sex Bob-omb. The credits sequence came from a suggestion by writer-director Quentin Tarantino, who felt the movie needed a moment to settle in. What? So yeah, there's all this stuff like Knives Chow was a pair of knives on the screen. What happens with, I think Stacy has something too, but I can't remember what's on that. Yeah, everybody's got a little thing related to them. Like Brandon Roth has 2 X's as you saw in the other article. Show he's the second evil X. Or the third. Oh, he has 3 because he's the third. Never mind. But yeah, it's all in the credits, baby. And then here, next one. Snowy X. The filmmakers scattered multiple X's throughout the movie to allude to 7 evil X's Scott has to defeat. You can see this Snow X when Knives and Scott are walking home after their date at the arcade. It also foreshadows a metaphorical crossroads for Scott's romantic life when he has to choose between Ramona and Knives. What? Get out of here. Hold on. I forgot they walked together because I've seen him storm through that before. In other parts when he's... Is he? Oh boy. I'm gonna have to watch this maybe again soon. The Kiss. Scott Pilgrim has a poster on the wall that should be recognizable to any early aughts or knots college student. It hung on the wall of every dorm, right next to the Walmart poster, the Blue poster, and the 20 Montana poster. The photo called The Kiss was taken by photographer Tangia Chalkin. Vision is part of an ad campaign for Queer Company, which provided financial services for LGBT clientele. And this is the, yeah, lame poster. That is so iconic, that particular shot. I can see why a gay man would have it in his freaking apartment. Wallace! I'll make up the gay rule book, take it up with the Dodgers ghost. Yep. Next one. Lucas Lee foreshadowing. The movie sets up Lucas Lee's character early on. You can see one of his movie advertisements on the newspaper that Wallace is reading. Well, this is right in your face, this one. Like right over here, eh? Right before they go back to the Spike TV movie that they're showing off. Foreshadowing. I don't know if you call it foreshadowing when it's pretty on the nose like that, you know? Pretty on the nose. Not gonna lie, pretty on the nose. Alright. So. And then there's a whole thing where the blind toss that Scott makes, throwing an Amazon package into the garbage can, was done with no special effects or trickery. It took Michael Cera 33 takes to get it right. And I've watched that video all the way through. You just have the recording of him grabbing it, tossing it, missing, flying over. I guess they had time to kill? I don't know. I understand why they did it. Because there's going to be so much that they're not going to be able to handle. Anyways. Let's see what else we got here. Number 10. 7 X's. Rowan gives her phone number to Scott. She includes 7 X's under her number, alluding to the 7 evil X's. Yeah, this is not a hidden thing. This is not an Easter egg. Wallace literally says, why do you think there's 7 X's under her phone number? 7 kisses? 7 evil X's! Crash and the Boys. The band Crash and the Boys is named after the 1992 NES game Crash and the Boys Street Challenge. It's a sports game that crosses track competition with street sensibility. Enemy's band, the Clash of Demon Head, is also named after NES kart adventure platformer of the same name. Yes, it is, sir. Hi. I'm Crash, and these are the boys. Is that girl also a boy? Yes. They have a girl drummer? Yep. Yep. It's pretty good. Pretty good. And Plumtree t-shirts based on, I've already reviewed this, the other one. Let's see what they say. Scott wears a Plumtree shirt to the Battle of the Bands of the Rocket. Plumtree is a Canadian indie rock band, and Scott Pilgrim is named after Plumtree single of the same name. So yeah, they got that right. Number 1. Matthew Martell is Rona's first evil ex-boyfriend. And appropriately, he has a single chevron on his military jacket. Oh my god. Single chevron? It's almost like they planned this. That's pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward. I am Matthew Patel. Oh, yes. My name is Matthew Patel, and I am Ramona's first evil ex-boyfriend. Shoryuken. Scott delivers what is unmistakably a Shoryuken to Matthew Patel's jaw. The Dragon Punch in Rei and Ken's signature move in Street Fighter franchise and is performed by pressing toward, down, toward. Shoryuken. Towered. Toward. That's how you spell toward. Toward, down, down toward, and punch. Oh, that's the uppercut though. So, Shoryuken. Let me see here. Cha. His nose looks really fat. In all these, a lot of these shots, I don't get it. I really don't. I really don't, guys. Please, someone explain this to me. Maybe when his stunt guy looks a little bit like that. And the co-writer cameos in it. The audience member who asked Matthew Patel as a pirate is Michael Bacall, who co-wrote the movie screenplay. Hey, you pirate! This guy right here. This guy right here. I gotta clear out some trash. I got a bunch of pictures that are open in separate tabs. I don't want them up there. Get out. All right, next one. KO voice. The KO announcer at the end of Method Patel's fight sounds nearly identical to the fight announcer from the Street Fighter Alpha series. Is it not? I'm pretty sure that's just what's his face? The voice. Crap, I'm blanking on his name for no reason. Anyways. Yeah, it's pretty good. KO! Alright. Next little thing that we're going to look at here. When Scott and Ramona are riding on the bus together, they look like... You should look in the background at the passing lights. When Ramona begins a conversation, there are X's in the background. Then as the conversation turns more romantic, these X's change to hearts. Scott always has hearts in his background, which makes sense. He's smitten by Ramona even before she knows his name. Scott? I don't see any X's, guys. Like, what am I supposed to be looking at? Are these supposed to be X's? They're not X's. I have to watch the movie again, because this one's confusing to me. Well, not that I need a reason, but, you know. Oh, and this whole thing. This whole Seinfeld bit is so out of place in the movie. The bacon scene with, before the second date. After Mona and Scott make their relationship official, Scott enters his Wallstrooms to canned sitcom applause and the Seinfeld bass line. Yeah, which he switches off with turns off the light on the stove. Yeah, it's so out of place. It's just weird. I know it was Wright's touch that brought that in, as it talks about in the other one. Right. Number trailer. Lucas Lee, Ramona's second ex, has the number 2 painted on his trailer. Yes, he does. When he exits, it's to the Universal logo theme, and he moves in sync with its music cues. Yes, if you even watching the movie, you know this. LL. It's a L itself is 50. But just LL to toe, so that two lines. Yeah. Anyways, let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going. We get it. I pointed this out earlier. Anyways, next. Two-fingered point. There are multiple 2 references throughout this scene. Lucas Lee points at Scott with 2 fingers. He also says that it will take him 2 minutes to kick Scott's ass. Yes, it does. Yes, he does. You! What if he was the 5th ex if we just pointed his hand at him? You! Pointing my whole hand at you! I hate you. Anyways. I'm getting a bit. Actually, I want to look at that again. Is anything in the background that would indicate 2s? Any 2s? He has 2 eyebrows. Oh my god. What is life? What is life? What is this? What is this? This list is getting lame too. And we're only halfway done. Not even. During the phone conversation between Envy and Scott, pay attention to the background. You can see a sequential series of phone booth strips. It concludes with Envy leaving the frame, thus dumping Scott. Oh, we're so great. Everyone's in love. Yeah, yeah. By the way, I'm leaving. What? Poor Scott. I just got a notification about another stream. Alright. You make all the noise you want. Phone, I'm doing my own thing. We're just all here by ourselves, doing absolutely nothing, watching absolutely nothing. I'm using an automatic keyframe. This thing's bitching about my keyframe. Doesn't seem to be having problems. It's live here. Anyways. Phone booth. I already read that. Next one is traffic signs. Yeah. I already checked this out too. 2 have been defeated. 5 are left. Yes. Yes. Scott's looking over his shoulder after fighting Lucas Lee. There's a head-on shot that shows 7 crossing signs, 1 for each ex Scott has to fight. Xavier School. Yeah, he rips off the X-Men patch off his jacket sleeve. Several Roman X's have mutant-like powers. Matthew Mattel's flame-throwing abilities like Pyro, though Pyro could not generate the flame on his own, whereas Matthew can. It's because they're mystic powers. They're not flame-throwing abilities. Silly mystical powers. And Roxy Richter has teleportation powers similar to Nightcrawler, complete with wisp of black smoke. Sure does. Let's see what picture they used for this. Yes, just a picture of the patch. No blinking. Edgar Wright asked Brie Larson to film all of her scenes without blinking in order to give her character an anime-esque quality? What? But you don't notice because she's not doing anything else with the eyes, just not blinking. No, I never picked that up. I don't know what that is. That's dumb. It's not even an anime. It's a bloody graphic novel by a bloody Canadian. Stop. All right. The Infinite Sadness. This chapter's break name is taken from the Smashing Pumpkins' 1995 album Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness. Its hit singles include A Bullet with Butterfly Wings, 1979, Zero, Tonight Tonight, and 33. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, yeah. That's right after. That's right after the mid-movie. This is like just going through the whole movie, basically. Basically. All right, we get it. Let's move on. Surprise face. When Knives find out Scott dated Envy, she gets a surprise face, an emoticon composed of a colon followed by a lowercase o. Yes, sir, it sure is. It sure is. Bling. But they're not round, so it's just not done well at all. Well, are semicolons round? No, they're not actually. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. A hole in the moon. Ramona says that Todd, her third ex, punched a hole in the moon for her. This is no exaggeration. Whenever the camera scrolls up to the moon during the movie, you can see the hole in its upper left side. Yep. This will be the same shot. Oh, it's just a different shot? What's this shot from? I don't recognize where this shot is from. Huh. Yeah, there's the hole, guys. I know you're not getting all these pictures because reasons, just how I'm set up. It's all. Still bitching about the keyframe. Is that on the stream health anywhere? It's popping every couple minutes. I keep losing bitrate to 0 for no reason. 890. It's been happening in the last 5 minutes though. I don't know what's causing that. I'm not dropping any frames, so I can go. Anyways, there's not a lot going on the screen as you can tell. This freaking article won't load for no reason. Let's see. Multiple threes. Todd is the third of Ramona's exes, and he wears a painted number 3 on his t-shirt. It's literally silkscreened. It's not painted in the traditional sense. You can also see a 3 tacked on the back wall via a flyer. What? Noise? Oh, there's a number 3. There's 3 lines on this thing on the thing. I don't know, man. I don't know. I like how he handled the movie and everything. It's a good movie, but what he's doing here and here, I don't know. What's next? During the Todd fight, Scott gets thrown into the back alley of the club, which also has multiple 3s painted on a trash can. Oh, let's see. 3 to 3 to 3 3 to 3 3 to 3 to 3 3 3 to 3 3. I think there's enough 3s there, man. Do you get it? Do you get it? Yeah, freaking get it. 3s. 3 bricks. Oh, there's a 4th brick. Never mind. Broken. Immersion broken. Oh my god. Immersion broken. Pumpkins fan. Again with this. Scott Pilgrim is evidently a Smashing Pumpkins fan. In the first scene of the movie, he's wearing a shirt with the SP Heart logo. During his fight against Scott, he wears Billy Corgan's iconic Zero shirt, which the frontman wore for the music video Bullet with Butterfly Wings. Oh, really? Oh, Zero. Yes, that's the whole seeing her and Ramona's like, do you know that girl? And then he dated her, dated 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 Scott before you dated him. Briefly. How old is she? And then it stops on I don't know and I have to pee and I have to go and I have to pee and it says I have to go pee on her. I mean, I have to go pee. Be right back. Anyways. Error! Stop popping that error. I don't even know if I can fix that while I'm live. I can change it to 2. Let's see if that breaks things or not. It's probably going to break things, I'm thinking. See if I drop frames or lose bitrate once that catches up to things. Anyways, I don't want to see the error again. My stream status is poor because I keep getting that keyframe error. Ah! Anyways, we're gonna leave it for a minute here. Check the next check the next cool thing. Easter egg, so to speak. 4 bar. The bar where Scott fights Roxy, Ramona's 4th ex, has a giant number 4 over its doorway. I saw that too. Party on. Party on. Next! Whatever. Soul Calibur tribute. Roxy has a bladed whip similar to that one that Ivy Valentine uses in the Soul Calibur franchise and the Belmont family uses in the Castlevania franchise. It's a pretty cool whip. It's pretty cool. It's pretty effing cool. I like this fight for a number of reasons. And the whole laminated card shtick. Rona comments sarcastically that she gives Scott a laminate of the exes he has to fight. Minutes later, she actually wrote it right. She gives him a list, and if you look closely, look closely. If you look with any amount of eyeballs, it's laminated. That doesn't seem right at all. Upgrade my status on the stream status, man. Yep, there's that laminated list that he's definitely wanting from her. Cat and Yagi twins. G-Man, Gideon Graves. Wait, what? It's not a 1/3. It's a one. It is a 1/3. Is it a 1/3? The article literally called it 1/2. I'm not gonna look up. Don't look at any of that. Fantastic 4. Let's check images. Is 4.5. Is there a 4 1/3 though? Or are they just not reading that right? No, it's literally not a third. It's a half. It's literally not a third. It's a half. Guys, that's a 1/2. Scott wears a Fantastic Four and 1/3 shirt at a midway point after his fight with Roxy and before his fight with Katniagi twins. It's not even a 1/3 shirt. It's not even a 1/3 shirt. Yeah, there's no 4 in the 1/3. Safe browsing, safe search is on. Okay, okay. So yeah. So I don't think the 4th and a third fits as the 4th and a half, which is definitely what he's wearing. Okay, guys, good research. Good talk. Good talk, GameSpot. Good talk. Let's see what's next. Guitar Hero. During his Ant vs. Ant battle with the Tangia twins, Scott Pilgrim wears the base logo from the Guitar Hero franchise on his t-shirt. This is also known to me. There it is right there. His hair's getting foofy. It's like, we did it, yeah. Yeah, we did it. That keyframe error is still popping up. I think I have to have a talk with my I might have to do this. I might have to trim down my CPU usage, or switch it to even faster. Whatever the word is I'm looking for right now, which I can't remember. It's a stream setting. Anyways. And then there's the turn up to 11. Tangia twins have a volume knob that goes to 11, a reference to the mockumentary This Is Spinal Tap. Also, the twins are the 5th and 6th X's. 5 plus 6 equals 11. Vump. Doesn't even show up cranked to 11. It's the start of the shot. Why is it the start of the shot? What is wrong with you people? Any picture you could have picked. I could make a better list than this. And let's see, Green-Eyed Monster. The Tangia battle pits the twins' dragons, a possible reference to the Double Dragons franchise. They're Asian! They're literally Asian! It's I don't know if spirit animal is the word, but they're literally Asian! They're the Tangia twins! GameSpot! We need to have a come to Jesus moment about this. You can't write these fucking articles any good. These suck. This sucks. It's not a reference to Double Dragons. It's only because they're Asian. It's nothing to do with the fact that... I mean, it could have a reference, but that's not why it's there. I'm pretty much going to guarantee that right now. Anyways. Okay, so it talks about the possible twin dragons against a massive green-eyed monster. A green-eyed monster is often used in popular culture as a metaphor for jealousy. Scott has jealousy stemming from his insecurity over Ramon's past, and accordingly his eyes turn green during the battle. His eyes turn green to show that he's controlling the monster! Nothing to do with jealousy, though he is jealous of Gideon being with Ramona. That's not why his eyes are green. It's not why his eyes are green. Who wrote this list? Who wrote this list? Who wrote this list? Actually, I'm going to look right now. I have this up elsewhere. Because I'm weird. Kevin Wong. What have you written lately, dude? What? Content? Hell in a Cell, Lovecraft County. Country. Isn't it county? Could be country, I guess. He writes about WWE. He does a lot of WWE articles, so he's clearly just on the payroll as a person that writes articles. He's a member? Is he not staff? Let's check the About tab for this guy. He's not even staff. What the hell is this list? So that explains a little bit. Chaos Theater. The Chaos Theater is location in the Super Nintendo RPG Earthbound. It is located in the digital town of Tucson. Level 7, baby. Level 7. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it, man. We're gonna make it. That keyframe is going off every 2 minutes now. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, man. I don't see anything happening with the stream. Well, it should be happening any second now. I'm going to see if there's any fluctuation in the bit rate here. No, I don't see anything. Well, that's just weird, man. Why you gotta be like that? Alright, next item. Exploding into coins. When Scott defeats his opponents, they explode into coins. This is a video game trope that was popularized by the NES game River City Ransom and was later memorably applied in the Wii hit No More Heroes, which also featured an Energy Beam sword. Yeah, Travis touchdown, baby. Anyways, take the picture of this. Look at all that coin. Look at all that coin. Rich, baby. And then, next item. Oh yes, Como. I love Como in this movie. He has these little lines that just. He's like basically at the start of the first party, after they did some practice, I guess. Like it's where he first meets Ramona. He's like, I like your sound. I think you should market it to deaf people. He says to somebody, joking about somebody's quality of content. Content creation. What's that? Okay, let's read this item here. When Scott Pilgrim heads into the Chaos Theater, and you hear Michael Como saying the comic book is better than the movie, it's a meta joke since the movie is an adaptation of Brian Lee O'Malley's comic series. Can you put his actual proper name in here? I'm getting angry with this guy. Yeah, there's Como there. Hey, Como. Hey. No, I'm not that. Anyways, +7. As Ramona's 7th Gideon is surrounded by references to the number 7. His beam sword, for example, has +7 stat buffs. Yeah, everything buffs by 7. Oh my god, I didn't catch that! I wasn't paying attention in the movie! Good lord. Nearly dead. When Knives, Ramona, Gideon, or Scott take damage during the final battle, they start to blink red. In arcade games, especially beat-em-ups like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and The Simpsons, flashing or turning red was a visual cue that the end-stage boss was close to defeat. This is true. This is true. Don't defeat the Knives, Chow. She's here to chow down. Anyways, I'm gonna shut up about that. I'm gonna stop doing that now. Yep. Hey, Gideon's logo looks like the Triforce from the Legend of Zelda franchise. The Triforce is an enchanted relic made up of 3 golden triangles: power, wisdom, and courage. That form a bigger triangle when joined at their corners. Sure do. Gideon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plates are actually are white on this particular window. 7, because he's number 7. Get it? You get it? It's okay. It's okay. It's gonna be fine. I love how got this going on. Dark, 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 bright white, because they have them under a huge spotlight to film the scene. They're not under a street light. Street light wouldn't do that to the road. Like this is insanely bright. So bright it looks like snow when it's clearly not. Anyways, getting back to this. The final, I think there's 45 of them. Let's see, 44. Subspace travel. The freestanding fast travel doors throughout the movie are reminiscent of a subspace doors in NES classic Super Mario Bros. 2, which transported Mario to a parallel dark dimension. Mario conjured these subspace doors by dropping a beaker of potion, and he occasionally used them to warp to later levels. The star on the door is a reference to Nintendo 64 launch game Super Mario 64, which used stars as a currency to unlock differently tiered doors in Peach's castle. This is, yeah. That's just a reference to you being the star of the movie. That's like it's literally a cast member's door. I don't know anymore with this guy. I don't know anymore. Anyways, getting back to the final thing, the sprite. After the end credits, a video game sprite version of Scott Pilgrim destroys at the end. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. The game was released on the PlayStation Network and later on Xbox Live 3 days before the release of the film. Really? Critics claim the game is currently delisted and unavailable to download, although both O'Malley and Wright have pushed for its re-release. And that has happened now. That's coming to Switch or something like that? I know they announced it's coming back. I just cannot remember the exact breakdown of that. I don't know if it's a remaster or whatever. I'd have to look it up. But anyways, I'd like to comment that this list is shite, but I don't really want to do anything like that. Disclosure: Viacom CBS is GameSpot's parent company. Yes, we know. This was on my Universal. Ah. Anyways, that's the lists, and I'm done listing for today, I think. It has been terribly long, and I'm popping errors like crazy, but at least getting buffering. And there's people screaming outside. But yeah, hopefully I've provided some distraction. Maybe I'll see this later and check it out. Nobody showed up tonight, but that's fine. This is the first of many possible live streams I'll be doing. But that's it for now, guys. So thanks for watching. If you've watched this later, I'm probably gonna upload this on a separate. Probably just unlist them and publish a separate tweet about it so people can check it out if they want. But thanks for checking this out, and I'll see you in the next one.